Peace. What's up, y'all? How are you? This is Queen Sereda. All of you have come who have showed up to get this reading. It is a special reading. I feel another special reading because of how I had to prepare for it and everything. So, without further talking, I already gave you a preview. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to be playing my music. You'll hear a music called The Universe is My Lover. So that's going to be getting played right now. Very softly. If you want to hear this track, just go to, let me tell you the name of it. It's The Universe is My Lover, of course. It's a song from me I made. Mistress, Dark, Moon, Lilith. That's the channel on YouTube. Go give that channel some love. Alright, so let me get into the vibe real quick. Let me let you hear it. This is ASMR. So I'm gonna get all into the vibe. Where my heart resides. Let's see what cards are gonna come out today. And let y'all see the thumbnail. It's so yummy. I'm so fast, beyond all belief. Alright, so you came here for a reading, so I know you didn't come here to party with the music, but it's a package deal. Because I'm a goddess, okay? So today is Sunday. This is Sunday service, baby, okay? So maybe that's what I'll do. I'll have a reading come out every Sunday. Sunday service. Yeah. Within my soul, in the universe is my lover, my guide. Through endless skies. Alright, I think I'm in the vibe now. Let me burn a little Palo Santo. Wrapped in love with no need to hide. Where my heart resides. So the cat woke up at the house I'm at right now. I'm pet sitting. The cat literally woke up right when I got ready to do this reading. When I was setting up the reading, the cat was up. Cat went to sleep. Then when I go to start doing a reading, the cat pops up out of nowhere. It's playing and jumping around. So she might make an appearance. Beautiful cat too. Cats everywhere. Cats right here. Wait a minute. I have to light my gloves on fire, literally with these candles. See, there's a cat. The cats. The same statues I've had for years. But anyway, let me get out of this nostalgic feeling. That's kind of what I'm in right now, right? And it's good. So there's two cats in this reading. And cats just always show up. Divine feminine energy, right? Whether they're boy, girl, it don't even matter. Well, the divine masculine one too. And I just saw two cats. They were cuddling. They like face each other. It was so loving. They were a pair of cats like just cuddling, and they keep each other warm. So sweet to see that. But anyway, y'all. So for this reading, what came up was the crow, the raven. It could be the crow or the raven. I don't know. I wasn't out there looking at them. But they constantly were making their call noise. Caw, caw. Right before doing this reading for real. A fly flew through and then it disappeared, so I don't know if that's a part of it. A cat, of course, and birds. Yep, and there's the cat again. So, let's see what you all are supposed to know today. Today, this is the message. The message was the divine feminine has a message for the divine masculine once more. And then I was told I would be doing one for the divine masculine as well. So let's see what happens. I'm going to turn this down just a tad. I'm going to get it one day. Hold on, y'all. That's perfect. In the velvet night, the universe is my lover, my guide, and my flame. All right, y'all. So I'm in the space. I'm in the space. Y'all in the space. Welcome to the space. Oh, I forgot about the hummingbird. Okay? The hummingbird is a part of this reading as well. And the goddess is here. And the Ankh, well, that represents the divine masculine and feminine as well. The cat is rummaging under the bed, so you might hear that. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle. I did pull out the crow deck that I have. It's a beautiful deck. All right, let's see what we've got. See if I can get this done fast and efficiently for you all. And move those over there. What is she doing? So funny. So the divine feminine has a message for the divine masculine. There's a lot of M's in there. Okay, this one wants to come out. 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 Let's lay this out. I don't even need magnifying glasses for large text, but I don't know. I just love using magnifying glasses. So here we go. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. Yes. What else do we have? The Ten of Cups. The Fool. My gloves. Planets dance to our melody. Eternal love flows endlessly. So this reading, I can already feel it. It's on some divine love stuff. Divine masculine, divine feminine. Want some love stuff. I'm loving it already. This is really good. We haven't even done the reading yet, okay? Alright, I'm going to pull a few of these cards. I'm feeling drunk with this energy. I feel a goddess. So that's exactly what I was channeling when I wrote that song. When that song came through. And so that wasn't even planned. I was told to put that on, like right when the reading started. So, it turns up a little. Breathe in with me as you connect to the reading and hit that like button as you connect, because if you don't hit the like button, I'm not reading for y'all. Okay? The reading is not for those that don't hit the like button. So many years will go by and people won't even support or hit the like button. It's like, don't y'all know that has to do with the connection of the reading? So, I just want to remind somebody of that. That's what I feel. I feel like I get wonderful readings when I support the reader whose reading I'm witnessing and watching because they did the reading for me. So, it's just that. It's not because I'm a desperate artist or, whatever. Because, oh my God, everything is going down. Oh my gosh. I'm not even going to talk about it. These are cards that came out of that deck. So, like I said, hit that like button as you take a deep breath, okay? Four of Pentacles. We've got the Fool 2 times in this reading. We've got the Magician in the reading. We've got the Hierophant in the reading. We've got the Four of Swords. I'm excited to see what this is. We've got the World. 10 of Pentacles. Now, Santa Muerte's deck. I was guided to utilize her deck for this reading. Maybe I'll grab, they just said use a couple message cards. The High Priestess, the goddess is here. All right, let's put her over here. One more. You like the song that's playing? Well, it's like a 20-minute long recording, and it's on my other YouTube channel, which is called The Universe is My Lover. That's the name of the song. And it's Mistress Dark Moon Lilith is the channel on YouTube. Alright? This actually came first, which is the King of Wands. So the Divine Masculine is up in here too as the King of Wands. That's one way. The Divine Feminine is very, very patient. She takes her time. I like the precision. All right, beautifuls. This is what's up. If any of my cards are out of the frame, let me scoot them in there for you. Yes, let's do that. Okay, we're ready. Deep breath in. Release it through the nose or the mouth, whichever one feels comfortable for you. You can't mess it up being a divine being, can you really? I'm going to give a disclaimer. This reading is for those who resonate with this reading. If it doesn't resonate, it's not for you right now, or it's not for you at all. It's for someone else. Leave it for someone else, because they're going to get it. The universe is going to find the people who this reading is for. It is masterful. That is the only thing that has kept me doing readings after all this time, with people not hitting the like button for years or whatever. Sometimes it can be planetary stuff, or people just, they're not resonating with the messages because maybe you're in a different vibration than they're in, whatever. So, this is the only amount of cards I'm being guided to pull from for this reading. Very specific. We've got embrace your own shine. I want that over there. Wrapped in love, no need to hide. The cosmos flows where my heart resides. Okay. Thinks they are the prize for you. That comes up. So you all see why I do silent readings sometimes, because I do chatty readings. I can be chatty. I also know how to be silent too. I appreciate both of them. Patience is your ally in this moment. Things are really falling into place. I think I need to add a S onto the end of one of these. Yeah. We'll go back to that. I'm bragging about you, okay? I like the way that sounds. What else? We can lay out like 3 more. Oh yeah, wealthy. All right. 2 more. We are connected beyond time. Divine masculine and feminine. That's what this reading is about and who it's for. Now, I feel like divine masculine and feminine, it could be anybody. But really, in this reading, they're going to be for people who have released the past or are preparing to do so, and they know why they got to do it, right? Because none of that stuff was who you really were, or is who you really are. So you can just step out of it like old clothes, right? All right, let's see. I'm going to put these cards back. So the first question that comes up out of all of these is just specific as heck. I love it. What is hidden in this situation? Okay, let me fix my reading. What is hidden in this situation? Let's find out. You all are going to play this music over and over again when you hear it, because I made it for y'all. Delicious. So let's find out. I can't really concentrate with the eye. So I'm going to turn the music down again. Alright, I'm going to try it anyway. What is hidden in this situation? That's what we're looking to see. First, I'm going to look in my scrying mirror and put this card in the middle at the top. Make sure I don't knock the microphone over. Let's get into this. Breathe in with me again and hit the like button. You. This is a message from the divine feminine to the divine masculine. Channel. I'm a goddess. No matter how far. The snake is in the reading as well. I forgot about that. We can't forget about the snake. Can't forget about the snake. Within my soul. And I happen to be a snake in Chinese astrology. Yeah, that's right. And this is the year of the snake. And oh boy, it's amazing. We're always being blessed. No matter what, yeah? Alright, I'm in the vibe. Divine goddess, eh? The Ace of Pentacles. The message. The Divine Feminine has a message for the Divine Masculine once more. It's crunch time. With this Ace of Pentacles, perfect, the music just changed. There's people outside celebrating for some reason and early in the morning. Well, good, it's a beautiful life right when the reading starts. So let's just get into this aqua colored light. I've got the aqua lights on for y'all. Get into that. The Ace of Pentacles, what's it talking about? The Divine Feminine has been contemplating and thinking about the material world and how important it is to have balance in her world. And that means having the balance of her counterpart. And so she has been yearning. She's been desiring. She's been wanting. She's been hoping and desiring and attracting and magnetizing her divine flame, her love. Why is this going on right now? Why are the windows shutting by themselves right now? Because the vibes are so high. The Divine Feminine has attracted her divine counterpart. They're witnessing her right now. And that's what Spirit is saying, that she's being witnessed. She can't be missed. Divine Masculine. He's noticed. But she's in her sovereignty. She is being receptive. She's being receptive because she knows what her nature is. She doesn't chase. She doesn't have to. I'm going to turn this down a little bit. Okay. Okay. The Fool. I'm trying to operate my phone with these gloves. There you go. Hold on one moment. Hilarious. The sun and the moon, divine masculine and feminine. All right. The Fool. So here we are. Let me use my wand for this. The Fool is here as the Crow. The divine feminine has realized that she has to be able to stand alone. She's had to learn how to stand alone. She's gotten and gathered strength. She's already been strong though, but she's stronger than she's ever been now because people were trying to dim her light. People were trying to tell her she wasn't who she is. The world really showed her the errors of humans' ways. Still, she held on to compassion, but she did withdraw into herself. She withdrew into her own space. That's what's hidden. What's hidden is that the divine feminine really, really planted a desire to see heaven on earth in such a way that if she's focused properly, then she's seeing it. And anything that happened before is irrelevant. Because I'm going to put this card here, what's hidden in this situation, out of the way. She learned she had to recoil into her self. But what has happened? Even though she recoiled into herself, she did regret losing the connection with the divine masculine. She really wanted to say yes. Well, what happened was she didn't say yes initially because sometimes people don't appreciate what they get when they get something that's so easy. Her wisdom, through wisdom, she's learned that the divine masculine will come when they're aligned. It doesn't matter where she is, they'll find her. So she had to stop. She had to step back because she knows better now. She put distance up. She held back. She went celibate. She learned how to relax and trust herself. She learned how to embrace her values unrelentingly. One of those. The details are so important to the divine masculine, but the divine feminine learned from the divine masculine, even through turbulent times, the importance of logical thought and having structure. And she already has structure in her own way. Now she's really, really integrated. But the divine masculine has learned how to be more integrated as well with his feminine energy through meditation, through going into oneself, stopping, not just reacting. You all have been teachers to one another, learning how to recreate the beliefs you have from scratch, so you can have another mirror reflection mirrored back to you. At one time, you didn't know how you could get back to this person. There's a person who you're connected with in such a way. Some of you have met before, some of you have not met this lifetime. This person just reminds you of your higher self. Effortlessly, you step into being your best. Before, after, and during connecting with them, they are your higher reflection. And that's who you are now. The challenges really sent you sliding into a whole nother paradigm. That's why we got the Fool. No longer are you sitting back, imagining, crying about what wasn't. You have fully let, or you have begun letting the seeds of what you want planted. You have begun putting it out there for real in such a way where it has no recourse but to happen, but to take place. Because look here, as I'm talking, we've got the Three of Pentacles. And in this image, this person is watering seeds. They're putting water into the ground. They are a skeleton. The ancestors are showing they did plant the seeds, and you all, being the magician, picked up the magician here. There's the divine masculine. There it is. There it is in the reading. On both ends, we've got the high priestess, the magician. The magician is also the divine feminine, but just the picture of the man. When I did this art piece right here, this was the divine masculine. So we've got someone who wants to provide. They want to please. They want to help you with your transmutation process. The magician does things in a deliberate manner. This person is a master, and so is the high priestess. She's also a mastress as well. So the two of you have been doing your thing on both ends, and the divine feminine wants to say to you, it's clear why some men feel the way they feel and think the way that they do. It's because they have to get more integrated with who they are divinely. Okay. Integration. Learning to appreciate your other polarity. Despite what society has been teaching you to do, doing the opposite of that, that's the divine masculine and feminine. You're not just doing what everybody else is doing because you feel like you're forced to do it or because everybody else is doing it. Instead, these two have committed to the fool again, to new beginnings, to being deliberate, to owning and honing their own power, to utilizing their inner magic, working with the universe, doing their work in private, in their sacred space, setting intentions and manifesting the very best for them. So let me see what it says here in the scrying mirror. Sacred keepers of the flame, divine masculine and feminine. Saying that from the divine feminine to the masculine, lighten up. It's been a long journey. Embrace your innocence. Don't be so hard. Don't be so harsh. You're powerful. Embrace your courage. Get aligned, stay aligned. Control your beliefs. Control your beliefs. This is also a wand with water in it, by the way. I'm not going to tell you the symbolism and all of these different things, but it is saying you all are starting over in a new way. You've been encouraging one another on this new path that you all are on now from a distance. From a distance, you all have been doing it. Telepathically, you all have been communicating seriously. Yes, because you all are aligning and keeping your vibrations aligned, and you've been manifesting one another intentionally. The world shows. The world shows. Both of you vowed to gain and remember your wisdom to help more people, and you have. And they're saying there's been a graduation. There's been a graduation from the old lessons because some of you wanted. You wanted to help people by learning what they were actually dealing with. As challenging as it was, you learned. A lot of times the hard way. And even though it was the hard way, you all are now encouraging one another telepathically. Holders of the sacred flame. What you're doing requires no explanation. No explanation. Because you're communicating with the universe. The person knows. In fact, you may get a text that just says, I know. I know. That's all it'll say. I know who you are. I know you're not gone for good. I know where you are. I know you. We've done this for lifetimes and eons. So the Divine Feminine knows who you are. That's what she wants to tell you. But it's crunch time because you will not be in these bodies like this forever, will you? The Ten of Pentacles. Flowers bloom and then they die. There's a transformational process with the physical life. The Ten of Pentacles. But right now, you can dance in what you all have both been manifesting, creating, attracting, magnetizing, electrifying. We've got the King of Wands. It says that way. That divine masculine, like it's once, the old way was just not knowing how to be gentle when necessary, when to be soft, when to be receptive. The old way was trying to force things and, all these games and the covert nonsense, the animal stuff, basically is what it is. That's why at this point the Divine Feminine is like, I can't take some of this stuff seriously anymore. I can't react and respond to all of the things that make no sense. She respects herself too much for that. Divine Feminine knows better. That's what the High Priestess is talking about. The King of Wands. It outwardly focused on things, and it's taking outward action. It's pointing out. But the High Priestess, she's focused within. These are both skeletons next to each other. So your ancestors, the ancestors in the reading, saying it's important to appreciate your opposite energy. But it's also important that you let them know that you really care about them and love them before it's too late. That's what the divine feminine wants to say to the masculine. She knows that you're going to entertain, you're going to show up, because she has been planting seeds in her womb, and you automatically define masculine. You know how to find her. You know what she needs. She knows what you need. And yet you all don't need each other, because you found your paths. You have become, you know the truth. And you're encouraging one another to go on. So what are your messages for the next path? This is so ethereal. The messages also said both wanted to gain and remember their wisdom to help more people. So you went forcefully, intentionally into the shadow world. And you're not the same anymore. That's what both of you all are here to know. The King of Wands is saying, look, I'm not the same anymore. I'm not going for the same stuff anymore. That low life level stuff is not even going to make me turn around anymore. And so the divine feminine is also on that. She's letting you know the old way doesn't work. We've got to be aligned. And we've got to know we always rise. We're not going to be arguing. We're not going to be playing emotionally abusive covert games behind the scenes, because we're divine beings. Why would we ever do anything like that? Because it makes no sense when we have decided and chosen to embrace our higher selves and live as the ones who have it all right now. The world card I skipped, kinda. But that card being in the middle before we get to the other path, to the other part of the reading right here. Oh my God. Graduation, that's what it was about. And then getting blessings for graduating. The Ten of Pentacles right after. So things are popping off right now, popping off. Yes, there may be some things that are in there you're like, I don't really want this. It's just about realigning. There are old loves in play, some that are being tossed to the side because they have no more alignment with you. We've got embrace your own shine. Now that you have graduated, continue doing that. We've got thinks they are the prize for you. Some of the divine masculine think that they are the prize for the divine feminine. In a way, you are a prize, but you aren't the prize. Okay? Remember what the feminine brings to the table. Remember your ancestors and how they did things. Were men looking at themselves as the prize back in the day? Like, to the point where they're downing women, which we've heard a lot about that on YouTube. People are literally making a living doing that. And it's, of course they would, because the divine feminine is ever forgiving, right? But there will be a price to pay for downing your opposite counterpart. It's like completely backwards. No wonder people can't find the loves that they want or the lives they want, because they're focused in the wrong direction. And that's what the divine masculine is talking about here, saying stop focusing in the wrong direction. Divine masculine is like set a direction and go with it. Contemplation is okay, but taking action is necessary at this level. This is the only way that you have gotten to this new path, this hidden doorway. You have been keepers of the flame. You have kept quiet about what you know to be sacredly, divinely true in this world. I may be talking over somebody's head, but I'm trying to tell you that if you're watching this reading, you're already here. You're already on this level. Vibrationally, you're here. Patience is your ally in this moment. Things are really falling into place. So patience. But really, it's just having patience with yourself. Not getting too frustrated where you just give up. Continuing. Knowing that creation is doing its thing behind the scenes. This person is bragging about you. There's a lot of sensual energy in this reading. That's what I didn't say. There's a lot of sensual energy. Telepathically, you all are definitely picking up on each other. This connection is bringing about this wealthy vibration that both of you all have been calling in and embracing and living in. But that's not enough. You all want each other as well. That's why we've got the Ten of Cups here at the very beginning. The Ace of Pentacles, the Divine Feminine is like, look, I have been focused. I've been in nature. I've been manifesting. I've been planting things in my womb. I have these ideas. I know what I want. I'm calling you in. I called you in. You're here. You're coming. She's still in meditation. You meet her in meditation. You all teach each other. Seeds are being watered. You're mastering your paths as the magicians. You start a new path, a new beginning. Meditation, still aligning with what you know to be the case and the truth and the way. It's still working. So there's nothing to fear anymore. You've embraced your fears. The graduation of going through all the lessons you have. All the lessons of the tarot. If we look at those different doorways, and I do have a tarot course, all 22 doors, 0 through 21, have you all gone through to get to this point? And you've gotten blessings. You're getting blessings right now as a result of going through it all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, and then the number 10, and then 10 here. So look around. Things look better than they used to. And that's a good thing. That's what your ancestors here want to remind you of. Doing the work felt painful. And all kinds of other things. But what's hidden in this situation is there's a way out of that old way, a way out of the past. You realized it. You found it. And this person, the divine masculine, feminine, both of you all, ethereally, through in your meditations, with your ancestors, your inner talk, your thoughts, you're bragging about them. They're bragging about you. Bringing in wealth, attracting wealth. You all do it effortlessly. They said you have a future that you're building together. And the Divine Feminine wants you to know we are connected beyond time. I don't care where you are. I don't care who you're with. Because if you're not happy, or she's not happy, or he's not happy, you will find the person, the bliss, who you are to be with. For some of you, it may just be by yourself if you want. That's a part of it too, being comfortable being by yourself. If you're comfortable with that, then you know you are embracing your divine nature, because you came alone and you shall leave alone. Not really, because you are the oneness, one with the oneness. But the physical body will leave alone. We are connected beyond time. That's what the divine feminine tells you. So she's ready. She's cultivating. She's in nature. She's basking in the bliss. She's more mature. She's way more experienced. She's way more receptive, but she's way more wise. And she will not waste her time with people promising empty things that mean nothing. People trying to siphon her energy for their own gain. She released the past. She's telling you to release the past. She's telling you it's okay to release the past. She's telling you that the past is ready to be released. That's why it's going the way it's going. And she's a part of your future, and you already know it. And she's saying, go ahead and embrace it. I'll be right back. Freak. We're back. I really felt the reading. All right. Really? The reading has been spoken. So the divine feminine lastly was like, you belong where you feel wealthy. You belong where people brag about you. You belong where you're able to embrace your own shine and people don't feel like they need to tell you to stop doing that just because you love yourself. You belong where people love themselves too, where people have learned to embrace themselves, all of the different versions of themselves. You deserve to be around people who know how to transmute the negative into the positive. You deserve to be around someone who's patient with you. The Divine Feminine wants you to know that. You deserve to be with someone who knows you. And that's what they were saying, saving the best for last. That you and her have been saving the best for last without even knowing it. You also didn't want to bring your petty grievances to each other in this lifetime. That wasn't what you all were supposed to do. Divine Masculine and Feminine. Instead, you came together to celebrate life. There's nothing else to prove now. If you're listening to this reading, that's what it's talking about, that you've reached a point where this person is just so turned on by you. The Divine Feminine wants you to know she feels you. All kinds of wonderful things going on in the body because she can just imagine your touch. She knows it's the touch of the source in a body. She can appreciate you. She's your divine counterpart. You don't have to explain everything to her. She knows you. She knows you in and out. You will get married. This reading is a reading of marriage. I see with these two cards here. And then these two here. The 0 and the 1. Long-term relationship. Travels. Just to bring it all down to earth. Traveling. Wealth. Balance. Abundance. Green nature. Everywhere. Your past synchronicities. You all have been synchronized so many times. The last thing she's telling the Divine Masculine is, it's okay to release the past. You don't have to do what you don't want to do. I'm going to write this a little darker. Release the past before it's too late, and come get me now. That's what I was told to tell you all. Because why? We are connected beyond time. So you know, if you're not at peace, happy, joyful about where you are, what is that smell? Okay. If you're not in your heart where you know you are meant to be, you have options, but you don't want all of those options. You know what you want at this point. That's why you're the Divine Masculine, and that's why she's the Divine Feminine, because you all already know. You all were created for one another, and you have work to do together that transcends lifetimes, that furthers the work of your ancestors. And you definitely have learned to honor one another, and you can see why you all came together. You can see why you all are to be together. You can see and feel the ease, the alignment, the feeling of being in tune with one another, not having to express that you're sorry all the time or explain yourself, because this person just gets you. They know who you are. They know you've been doing the work. Your vibration precedes you. Your energy precedes you. So that wealthy energy that you walk in will provide. Don't worry, divine masculine. Assume the position. And that's the message from the divine feminine to the masculine. And that your ancestors' karmas are not yours alone. You did the work. So release the past before it's too late and come get me now, she says. And it's right underneath the high priestess. I feel like the divine masculine has something to say to the feminine, and it is also that he knows that you all are connected beyond time. This card is right underneath the King of Wands. So he's already decided to take action. He picked up on the psychic force of the divine feminine already. He already picked it up. He's not blocking it. He knows. He knows. How could he not know? You can only pretend but so long. At some point you have to come and get what you really want. It's not about cheating or any of that. It's just being authentic and honest. Because some of you know you're not where you were meant to stay. Some of you all know. And I'm going to tell you, I've seen some couples building some beautiful things together. Everybody is not sitting around arguing all the time. Not once they realize who they are for real. No. The universe is your lover, your guide. The divine feminine wants you to know she knows what you know. She's ready for all the tantra. He's ready for all the tantra. I'm seeing someone being just blissed out, being with their divine counterpart, because it's going to happen. And there is still time. You're being advised to just reflect. If you don't know how to change the past, it's about leaving the past. That's what it's about, okay? Because how can the new you stay in the old? It's not going to. You've graduated. You are a god and a goddess. The magician. You're communicating telepathically with someone, both of you. You're not going to stay in the same environment, and you know it. So that's what this reading is about. Letting you know that embracing your own shine as the magician is the only way to come get me. And you have. Continue doing that. And I want to remind you of what the prize is. Being your divine nature, enjoying life. Like my website, naturallyhighlife.com, and my Patreon group. So yeah, I see a lot of lust here, a lot of traveling, lovemaking, beautiful romance, going into the same direction, making plans together, more mature energy, or somebody who's younger, who's still maybe very mature. And there's several, oh my gosh, hold on, let me see what we've got. Yeah, you've got at least 2 10s in this reading. Yeah, there's mirroring energy in this reading. So we're talking about probably twin flames as well. Not the turbulent twin flames that meet when they're younger and waste each other's time. Not those. Or at least one of them wastes the other one's time. Because the other one still hasn't transmuted their shadows yet. So the twin flame comes in and wreaks havoc to show you what has not been healed yet. I don't think that's who's here. The twin flames I'm picking up, they are more mature. They trust their beliefs. They have withdrawn from the world in a new way. They're seeing results in their lives, and they never knew how they would, but they're seeing them now. After they've gone into solitude and chosen, claimed to be the person who they always knew they were supposed to be. They're embodying it, being in the now. So who you're with, what you're dealing with, is going to understand that you have passed through a new portal, a new paradigm, a new dimension. You're not the same. You cannot stay the same, and you cannot stay where you used to be, and you will not, because you know better. You've seen too much. With that being said, the Divine Feminine sends kisses. She kisses you on your face, on your forehead, on your cheeks, on your chin, on your nose. She knows you. She loves you. She loves you unconditionally. She accepts you with all the experience that you have now, as you accept her as well. You celebrate, and you just want to bless her and damn near worship her and be there for her and provide. She's there to caress, to love you, to remind you of who you are as you do the same for her. And she knows you've been doing the work. You can't hide the work that you've been doing, because you glow and you see her glow. So it's lit energy, and it cannot be denied. No matter how far you go, you'll find each other if you don't transition to the other side first. So that's why the only thing hidden in this situation is that you got to release the past in some way, in a current relationship, in a new relationship, or it's time to say yes to a relationship, and you know it. Alright, naturallyhighlife.com, my Patreon, all that is below. If you want to get my tarot deck, Sacred Call of the Ancestors Tarot, that's available. If you want to work with me as well and get a consultation, those are open again. And if you want to manifest better, everything's available now. You can only work with me if you join my Patreon. So with that being said, I appreciate you all being here. If you love this playlist, then check it out on my other channel. It is called Mistress Dark Moon Lilith. The universe is my lover. I think the cleaning people are outside right now. So the last thing was, remember my book, Beyond the Veil. If you are on this level now, then you have already been doing your shadow work. It's a wonderful book to teach from. It's a wonderful book to give somebody as a gift who is going through shadow work. It is a wonderful book to have as a reference guide. And it's a celebration, you know? So beyond the veil, it's all we're dealing with, really. And that's why you all are the keepers of the flame. So you said be open to the new. Be open to letting go of the old. You won't fall flat. The divine feminine and the divine masculine can help you at this point in your life if you are misstepping where to go next. If you're not sure of what to do next, talk to her, and her go talk to him, and them go talk to them or her, him and shim, and him and her, whoever. In fact, we're just dealing with the oneness. So if you feel guided, definitely communicate. There is something that you may be missing. That's what's hidden. Something you may be missing that you can learn through your meditation. Because the seeds are being planted anyway. You're going to get it through the ether anyway. But if you feel called to speak to one another, divine masculine and feminine, do so, because there is some information that one or the other of you has that can help you at the stage of life that you are in right now. You never know, but then you do know. And the divine feminine is the prize. But she will not wait forever, because she knows she's high value. She knows you're high value. And she will not waste her time. So don't take her for granted. We already know you know better than taking her kindness for a weakness. But don't take her for granted. And don't try to have her waiting forever. She will not be there. Believe and know that. So what's hidden is that you have a fair chance right now. But the doorway will not be open forever. The portal will not be open forever, but it's open right now, baby. So she says, Are you going to step through or what? Will you step through or what? Distance doesn't matter. Circumstances do not matter. Be deliberate and act. And don't tell everybody your business. Spirit is saying to work it out in your secret closet. Work it out in your mind. Work it out behind closed doors. But don't tell everybody what you're doing at this stage. You already know that. At this stage, you already know better. Bragging about you. It's time to step up. All right, let's close out. Yeah. You are the heart of the cosmos. Here's another song of mine as well. Cosmic Erotic Seduction. Cosmic Erotic Seduction. In fact, this music on this channel is for the divine masculine and feminine. It's a playlist. Yeah. Together we shine, we never lose. I promise y'all I didn't plan this. The universe did this. Y'all called this in. You all manifested this reading. I'm about to get teary-eyed. Wow. Nothing's by accident. You called this in. This extended reading. I'm about to go. I'm about to go. You have clarity now. Just be your higher self. Be the one who has it all now. So delicious, isn't it? Oh, yes. Don't worry about the how. Just be the person. And like I said, if you want to work with me, I can assist. Because I have some stuff in my course, in my group. All kind of resources are in there. And more are coming throughout the year. But it's time to have what you want, isn't it? And stop putting it off for later. Like, why are you doing that? That's what the Divine Feminine wants to tell you. And what is hidden in this situation, she still wants you. If you've done well by her, she still wants you. She knows you're still loyal to her. She knows. You don't have to say a single word and she knows. She knows you. So show up and rise together. 10 of Cups. You got 2 birds here and 2 birds here. Okay, flowers everywhere. There's a bird up there. It's a celebration. Step up before it's too late. You don't have to know it all right now on what to do, but you know what to do. Follow your divine guidance. Do what you're guided to do. This reading is not for everybody. This is specific. But if you've been doing the work, this is for you. All right, y'all. Gotta get my day started now that it's 12:22. Oh my gosh. It's so erotic. The energy is erotic. It's erotic AF. And the divine feminine is free. The divine masculine is free. And all I keep saying is travel, travel, travel. It's just living life to the fullest. All right, y'all. I'm going to let this close it out. It looks like the video recorded and it's in the wrong direction. That's okay. I'm going to make it work. Within my soul, the universe is my lover, my guide. Through endless skies, always thrive. Wrapped in wealth, no need to hide. The lover's my SP. Thanks for vibing with me today, y'all. I know I feel like the energy is very drunken. I'm definitely in that divine feminine energy. But now I know how to come and balance it with my masculine energy, which is so good. I can come out of it and actually be productive. And anyone can do it with practice. We can do it. You can do it. I think I'm going to do a listening party online. So I just need to compile the songs like I told you, also share them with you and stop trying to get it all extra perfect. And there's other songs, like I said, on this channel. Alright, so if you are looking to connect with your divine masculine and feminine, well, there you go. The divine masculine is going to have some messages for the divine feminine as well. The last thing the divine feminine wants to say is just she's sorry that you all haven't been seen, maybe in the ways you may have wanted to be, but you know now that that is your responsibility to make sure that that's done properly. Okay? Alright. Okay, that's going to be officially the end. Both the candles blew out. The big candle's still going. And I'm going to go get dressed and celebrate this day. Get these readings out to you all. Get some editing done. Thank you. Thanks for receiving this message. And like I said, if you aren't hitting the like button, this reading is not for you. This reading is for the people that hit the like button and connect, so that way I can connect to your energy. That's who this reading is for. All right, y'all. Much love.